Alright, let's take a quick look. A foul-smelling gas is produced by the reaction of hydrochloric acid with sodium sulfide, and a 1 liter sample was said to have a mass of 1.52 grams at STP. Well, oops, let me write the problem number down so that people aren't confused as to which one we're looking at. So we're looking at 913. They want to know what the molecular mass of the gas is. They've given you a volume. They've given you a mass of 1.52 grams at STP. To get the molecular mass, we need a mass related to a number of moles. Well, we have the mass, 1.5 grams. What we need is the number of moles related to 1.52 grams. They're being very nice to us. They're telling us that we're at STP. One of the things I told you guys was that you'll be lots of fun at parties and save yourself a lot of work if you remember that at STP, 1 mole of gas has a mass of 22.4 liters. So, if I have 1.52 grams for 1 liter, then I want to get rid of liters, so I place them where they cancel out. And I want moles, so that I have grams over moles, right? I've got grams over liters. Now I'm going to grams over moles, using the thing that would be lots of fun at parties to know, and I strongly recommended that you memorize. I'll get my number of grams per 1 mole. So I punch that into my calculator. 1.52 times 22.4, and that gives me 34.048 grams per mole. And that's the only part of the problem I really care about. Oh, by the way, 3 sig figs. 3 sig figs right there. So we need to have 3 sig figs right here. So 34.05 grams per mole. And they want the molar mass. They're a hot mess here. By the way, they ask for the molecular mass, which would indeed be in units of AMU, but then they say molar mass, which would be in units of grams. Same number, different units, right? But it's 34.05. That's the part that I care about. They ask you to do the likely formula. Depending on the order that I did things when you took this class, you may or may not have had Chapter 7. In Chapter 7, you learn a couple common reaction patterns, and one of those is the reaction of an acid with a sulfide. Well, 2 moles of hydrochloric acid react with sodium sulfide to yield dihydrogen sulfide gas and 2 moles of table salt. And this would be something that you would know had you had Chapter 7. So this is one of the disadvantages of kind of skipping around at the book and not letting me delete certain parts. But that's your probable gas. And not only that, but if you do a quick calculation in your head, you realize that sulfur has a mass of 32 and that hydrogen has a mass of 1 each, and you have 2 of them, so 2 plus 32 is 34. That's it. Beep.